So let's go down memory lane. This is probably 10 years old, this video I'm showing you here. It's my 93 Notchback Mustang. Guy I worked with at the Ford store, mechanic, he used to do work on this car. He did a cam, he did some roller rockers, did a shifter, and basically anything the car ever needed, he did. The guy that brought it to him was real into the car, put a lot of money into it, and wanted, someone that knew what they were doing to work on it. And my guy that I worked with, he knew his way around these cars. He was racing them from back in the day. He had owned an '89 LX hatchback that had run, I think he had run with just bolt-ons and some really mild work in like the high 11s, which at the time was pretty quick for those cars considering. So I would help him work on the car. I'd drool over the car. I wanted the car. I always told the owner how much, if you ever want to sell it, I'll buy it. 5 years go by. All of a sudden one day he calls me out of blue. I was still working at the Ford store. He says, dude, I got to get rid of this car. I need the money. Me and my brother went that night. We scooped the car up, and that started just modifying it even further. And if I want to go front to back, I'll try to go through the list of what I did to the car. We did Anderson power pipe, deleted the AC, we did a cam swap in it, we did a digital ignition system, we did upgraded distributor, we did long tube headers with a shorty H pipe, and I had Mac dump mufflers before the axle, so I had no tailpipes, it just had the dumps right before the axle. Spec 3 clutch, forged flywheel, aluminum drive shaft, subframe connectors, 5-lug conversion, kept with the 28 spline axles, rebuilt posi with a couple extra clutches in it, so it was pretty tight. It used to chirp going around corners. Upper lower control arms in the back, reinforcement plates in the battle boxes, and 390 gears, I believe, is what I put in it. And the car ran great. I think the most I ever shot, I shot 150 shot through it when we first installed the system, and that car ran hard. I was right on the ragged edge. I never blew it up. I came pretty close. I ran it pretty lean a couple times, but I never popped it. I backed the timing way down. I went colder on my spark plugs, and I would throw a little race fuel in there, a little octane booster, and that car was a good running car. And then I really got the bug to buy a Buick Grand National, and I ended up buying one and selling off my Mustangs. At the time I owned this one, I owned two others. One I had owned since high school, the other one I had picked up as like a daily, and in the future I'll show you guys those and do a video on those. But I came across this video and these pictures on my phone. Figure I'd share it with you, a little memory lane, show you what I had back in the day. If you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. This is probably one of my favorite cars I ever owned, and I still say to this day, I could say it about a lot of my cars, but I probably should have kept this one, because for what I sold it for X amount of years ago and what they're worth now, it's crazy. Also, I mean, the condition this car was in, you just don't really see it like these. You see these cars now, people want $12,000 for them, $15,000 for them, and I guarantee you I didn't sell it for that. All right, guys, appreciate it. I'll get back with you.